Pete Rose. The name alone evokes a mixture of awe and controversy. He's a baseball icon, the all-time hit king with a record 4,256 hits. He was a 17-time All-Star, a 3-time World Series champion, and the 1973 National League MVP. Rose was a force of nature on the field, earning the nickname Charlie Hustle for his relentless style of play. But Rose's legacy is marred by a dark cloud gambling. In 1989, he was banned from baseball for betting on games while managing the Cincinnati Reds. Rose denied the allegations for years before finally admitting to them in his 2004 autobiography. This scandal tarnished his reputation and cast a long shadow over his incredible achievements. Even after his ban, Rose remained a polarizing figure in the world of baseball. His supporters argued that his on-field accomplishments were undeniable and deserved to be recognized. His detractors countered that his actions had violated one of the sport's most sacred rules and that he should be held accountable. The debate raged on, with no easy answers in sight. Now, with Rose's passing in 2024, the debate has been reignited. He's eligible for the Hall of Fame once more, but this time it's posthumous consideration. Will the Baseball Writers Association of America finally open its doors to the sport's most controversial figure? Or will Pete Rose remain forever on the outside looking in? The answer, as with so much in Rose's life, is far from simple. Pete Rose's death in 2024 at the age of 83 brought a wave of mourning from the baseball world. It also brought a renewed focus on his complicated legacy. With his passing, a new chapter opened in the saga of Pete Rose and the Hall of Fame. No longer bound by the restrictions of his lifetime ban, Rose became eligible for posthumous induction. Commissioner Rob Manfred's ruling was clear: placement on the ineligible list expires upon death. This meant that the decision of whether or not to enshrine Pete Rose in Cooperstown now rested in the hands of the Classic Baseball Era Committee. Their next meeting, scheduled for December 2027, became a focal point for baseball fans and pundits alike. The announcement sent ripples throughout the baseball community. Former players, managers, and fans were divided, just as they had been during Rose's lifetime. The debate reignited, with some arguing that Rose had served his time and deserved recognition for his on-field greatness. Others maintained that his transgressions were simply too severe, a betrayal of the game's integrity that could never be fully forgiven. The stage was set for another chapter in the long and winding story of Pete Rose and the Hall of Fame. The question remained, would this be the year that Charlie Hustle finally found his way to Cooperstown? Despite the controversy, Pete Rose has his fair share of supporters within the hallowed halls of Cooperstown. Hall of Fame players like Reggie Jackson and John Smoltz have been vocal in their belief that Rose deserves a place among baseball's immortals. Reggie Jackson, known for his own outspoken personality and legendary career, has been a staunch advocate for Rose's induction. "You can't tell the story of baseball without Pete Rose," Jackson has argued. "He's the all-time hit king. You can't just ignore that." Jackson, like some others, points to the presence of players linked to performance-enhancing drugs in the Hall of Fame as evidence of a double standard. John Smoltz, the dominant Atlanta Braves closer and 8-time All-Star, echoes Jackson's sentiments. "The Hall of Fame should be about recognizing the best players who ever played the game," Smoltz has stated. And Pete Rose was undoubtedly one of the best. Smoltz has also expressed concerns about the inconsistent application of the character clause, suggesting that it has been used selectively throughout the Hall's history. These Hall of Famers' arguments highlight a fundamental question: should on-field achievements outweigh off-field transgressions when it comes to Hall of Fame consideration? For Jackson, Smoltz, and others who share their views, the answer is a resounding yes. They believe that Rose has paid his dues and that his accomplishments on the diamond deserve to be celebrated, regardless of his personal failings. The debate is far from over, but the voices of these Hall of Fame supporters carry significant weight. Their willingness to look beyond the controversy and recognize Rose's undeniable talent adds another layer of complexity to this ongoing saga. As the journey progresses, doubts begin to surface. Can they really achieve what they've set out to do? There are murmurs of disapproval from those who believe the challenge is too great. Some say it's impossible, while others question the team's commitment. Yet amidst the skepticism, a sense of determination starts to build. It's a pivotal moment where resolve is tested and the true spirit of the team begins to shine through. Will they rise above the doubts and prove the naysayers wrong? Only time will tell. PeteRose's relationship with the Baseball Hall of Fame has always been, well, complicated. Despite his incredible achievements on the field, his lifetime ban from baseball has kept him out of Cooperstown. His exclusion remains one of the most controversial topics in the sport's history. Imagine a world where PeteRose is inducted into the Hall of Fame. His plaque would undoubtedly highlight his record-setting 4,256 hits, his 17 All-Star selections, and his 3 World Series titles. Yet, the asterisk of his gambling scandal would always linger, casting a shadow over his accomplishments. The debate over PeteRose's Hall of Fame eligibility has broader implications for baseball. It forces us to grapple with questions about morality, forgiveness, and the integrity of the game. Can a player be celebrated for their on-field achievements while being condemned for their off-field actions? It's a question that continues to divide fans and experts alike. PeteRose's legacy is forever tarnished by his actions, but his talent on the field can never be denied. He remains one of the greatest hitters in the history of baseball, a player whose passion and drive were unmatched. As the years go by, his story serves as a cautionary tale reminding us that greatness comes with responsibility.